All right, what's going on? Djokovic coming up. He's taking on Maestrilli. Yep. And we're watching Chen take on Pliskova. But Djokovic is taking on Maestrilli. Maestrilli? The Italian quali. The Maestro. Not Federer. That'd be fun, though. 40 love. Blunted. Thank you for the $2. Tiafo going to be good. Demon Tiafo going to be good. Hope so. All right, 2-1 Pliskova. That'll be tomorrow night, right? It's got to be tomorrow night. What, Friday night? Tiafo Demon? It's Rod Laver Arena? It's got to be tomorrow night. If it's not tomorrow night, then they've completely messed it up. Okay. 2-1. Novak in 3, you reckon? Okay. We will see. Also, Shelton is up a set and a break. Or double break, I think. It's weird seeing her run around it just to avoid. Yeah, it feels like it's not so much a tactical. Like when Chen runs around the back end, it doesn't feel like it's a way to like change things up. It's more just like I don't want to hit a slice anymore. It almost feels like she's running away from the slice. That's kind of, she doesn't want to hit any more backhands. And also, even though she has a really good slice, she needs to hit more topspin, right? You need to vary the slice. You can't just slice everything, You got to hit topspin backhands too to mix it up. Because otherwise you're going to get too predictable. If everything's a slice, Pliskova is going to read that. She's too experienced not to. So she needs to also vary it with some topspin, but maybe she doesn't have the confidence in the topspin backhand as much as she has the slice, All right, 2-1. Pliskova with a set and a break, and Chen puts away the smash. Love 15. You have to watch Casper tonight, maybe. Love 15. We'll see what happens because we've got a lot of things to watch tonight, so it's a bit of a hectic night. Saw a video of Chen practicing backhand. She's good. Yeah, I'm just going to take some notes here and see if she actually hits any topspin backhands in the next few games. By the way, Djokovic is taking on Maestrilli. I'm not sure if I don't think they haven't met, but Maestrilli came through the qualies. We'll learn about him today. On this, it's a little bit of a school today, and obviously we'll watch Djokovic and see how he looks. He looked good in his first round, Djokovic. As that slice goes to the net by Chen. 15-all. I tried to add a match. Can someone tell me if it worked for Capriati Ennen? Capriati versus Ennen. I'm sure it worked. Kuznetsova versus Ennen. Yeah, Capriati Ennen. That worked. Yeah, that's it. All right, 30-15. Pliskova. There's a bit of forehand. Long by Pliskova and it's 30-all. Chance for Chen to break back. Djokovic is going to serve first against Maestrilli. Did you review the playlist? Yeah. By the way, if you are wondering what the hell I'm talking about, we've put together a Tennis Talk Classic Matches playlist. So any match that you find on YouTube in the history of tennis that you think is a classic match, add it to the playlist. It's a community playlist so that we can all watch it. And we can all. You can also vote for the matches that you like. So, if there's already a match that someone else has put in there, you can upvote it. And that also, Djokovic matches are definitely in there already. So check it out. Backhand goes in the forehand of Chen, and then Pliskova hits it long. All right, break point. This is the first break point of the match for Chen to get back on serve. But Try not to put highlights in there because highlight reels are not really what it's about. It's about full matches. It's about full matches, not just highlight reel. Like, highlights are great, but that's not what it's for. All right, 30 love, by the way, Djokovic. So, yeah, anyone can put in any match. And if there's already a match in there that's, I think you can put in, just put in the matches that any match that you think is a classic match that is a match, especially matches from back in like the 70s and 80s. We need more of those. More classic, like older matches. As Pliskova survives and gets the deuce, Djokovic at 40 love already. All right, deuce for Pliskova. She saves the break point. Djokovic serving for the first game of the match. I'll tell you this, Djokovic and Sinner are going to be fighting for a night session match on Saturday. There's no way that either of them want to play in the day, even though the roof's going to be shut. I'm sure that neither of them want the opportunity, neither of them want to risk playing during the day. As Chen with a forehand to the forehand of Pliskova, Chen doing great defensively. As Pliskova forehand again, Chen gets it back with a forehand down the line. Pliskova back and cross. Chen with a slice in the net. Nice play by Pliskova. As Djokovic serves an ace. And he wins the first game of this match. One love. All right, advantage Pliskova to stay up the break. Next round, keys Pliskova. If Pliskova wins, yeah. That is crazy. Looking for some of the full matches, and the ones in the playlist reminded me of the classic I forgot. Well, that's what it's there for, Morven. I'm loving it as well, going through and just being like, oh, I forgot that match. Like, there's so many matches that have happened. I forget finals of Grand Slams that happened recently. I'm like, oh, that Sinkeraz match was great. And then someone's like, what about Wimbledon 2023? I'm like, oh, yeah, that was great too. Like, I'm forgetting things from like a year ago. That's why we've got to have this playlist. So we can remind ourselves how epic some matches have been. The 2020s have had some of the best Grand Slam finals ever. I think every year at the Grand Slams since 2020 on the men's side have been 5 sets at least once. Like, we've got so many 5-set finals, which is so epic. And we could all put them in the playlist so we can watch them. Rewatch them. All right, deuce. Chen returns in the forehand of Pliskova. Chen with the forehand again to the forehand of Pliskova. Chen wins the point. Pliskova hit it long. No, she didn't. Chen hit it long. Advantage Pliskova. Chen hit in the net, my bad. Wimbledon 23 was very important. Yeah, that match was for sure. Love 15 here. Djokovic looking to get off to a really good start here. Good serve from Maestrilli. And Pliskova holds eventually. 3-1. Maestrilli 15-0. Good serve. He looks like about 6'7". I don't think he is, but he definitely has Maestrilli kind of has that, like, I mean, he's wearing the backwards hat. Maybe he looks like Jarry with the hat. I don't know. But he has that, like, he definitely looks tall and probably has a big serve. They said 196. All right, they're confirmed. He is one of the taller guys. He does have kind of a bit of a, I'm trying to think of who he looks like. He has that kind of thin frame, that thin, tall frame that is probably a bit of a server. Again, we're going to learn about this guy today. 23 years old. Yeah, 6'4". I mean, he does look a little taller because he's thin, but yeah, 6'4". So you got that, probably that city. He's shorter than Zverev, but he has got, like Popperin. That's actually a good comparison, actually. Yeah, Poppy. Definitely like kind of got a Popperin kind of look about him. That thin frame. Actually, Popperin is probably a great comparison from the one point I've seen. Love 30, by the way. Chen's in big trouble. 30-15 from Maestrilli as we had a backhand rally slice from Djokovic. Maestrilli gets it back into the slice of Djokovic as Maestrilli forehand into the Djokovic backhand. Maestrilli gets a backhand as well to the backhand of Djokovic. Now Maestrilli with a forehand in the net. And it's 30-all. 30-all. As Chen goes to the slice of Pliskova. Chen forehand, cross court. Pliskova gets it with the slice. As Chen down the line, winner. 15-30. Great shot. 15-30. Hurkacz lost the first. Oh, no. As Maestrilli serves a fault, second serve. And Pliskova returns a deep forehand return into the forehand of Chen. Backhand out Pliskova to the forehand again of Chen. As Pliskova backhand goes again to the forehand of Chen. Chen hits a winner, 30-0. As Djokovic goes to the backhand cross court. He goes into the slice of Maestrilli as we get a forehand from Djokovic. Then Maestrilli goes cross court and Djokovic misses it. And Maestrelli's already making some noise, 40-30. He didn't come here to just, win a couple of games. He came here to win a set. He's already breathing pretty heavy, though. 40-30. Novak's already making him work. 30-0 here. Big point for Chen. Serving the forehand of Pliskova. Return goes to the forehand of Chen. Into the backhand of Pliskova. Chen with a slice. Pliskova slices it back. Chen forehand. Is a bit of a shank. It goes into the backhand of Pliskova. Chen with a forehand again. And it's too good. Pliskova went the wrong way. And Chen made the shot. 40-30. Nice shot from Chen. As Chen holds. Needed that one. All right, 3-2. Pliskova still with a set and a break, though. But Chen holds. All right, Djokovic gets the deuce. As Maestrilli serves. A fault. Second serve. Second serve. Into the backhand of Djokovic. Maestrilli backhand to the backhand of Djokovic. As Maestrilli backhand again to the backhand of Djokovic. That goes long by Novak, and it's advantage Maestrilli to take his first game on Rod Laver Arena. There's plenty of matches going on. Plenty of matches. As we serve out wide the backhand of Djokovic, but it's a let. We've got Hurkacz down a set against Quinn. Shelton's up 2 sets to love against Sweeney. Kalinskaya and Grabber have just started. You've got Sonigo up a break in the third against Musetti. All right, Maestrilli serves. Into the forehand of Djokovic. Return is into the forehand of Maestrilli. He hits a forehand inside out. Djokovic puts up a lob. Maestrilli with a smash. Djokovic is going to get it back with a slice. Maestrilli backhand cross court. Djokovic with the pass. Maestrilli volley in the net. Tell you what, Djokovic is making this kid work for the first game on Rod Laver for him. Djokovic is not going to let him get this game easily. All right, love 15. Chen wins the first point. Pliskova serves. In the forehand of Chen. Backhand from Pliskova again to the forehand of Chen. Chen overhits it, 15-0. Maestrilli serves again. It's a fault, second serve. Second serve for the Italian. Into the body of Djokovic. Oh, he gets it back. And then Maestrilli drop shot in the net. I'd say that was a good second serve. Nearly knocked Novak off his feet. But he didn't back it up with a drop shot. And now Djokovic gets a break point. That was a great set, like right into the body of Novak. He had to hit it like this. And then Maestrilli went with the drop shot, which probably wasn't the best idea. They're showing the replay in slow-mo of Djokovic trying to hit it back. Crazy serve. Crazy return. Maestrilli forehand. Goes long. Djokovic breaks. 2-love. Chen's also in a good position here to get back on serve. 15:30. By the way, Djokovic is 2 wins away, apparently, from winning 400 singles matches at a Grand Slam level in the Open era, which is the most out of anybody. He's going to be the first player in a couple of matches. So if he wins this and he wins the next match, if he makes the 4th round, he will have 400 matches, which is the first player to ever win 400 Grand Slam singles matches in the Open era. So another record for Novak. Another confirmation why he's the greatest. If you needed any more stats. 40-30. Good serving, Pliskova. And I mean, he's setting records I don't think anyone's going to break. He's bored by records. Is he, though? If he was bored, he would start losing. Backhand slice from Chen. Into the 400 Pliskova. And she hits a winner. 4-2 Pliskova. Big stat. Yeah, considering that Federer played longer, Djokovic is going to have that accomplishment. It also means that nobody else has done it yet, because 400 first person to do it means that Roger doesn't have that record. So he's already got the record probably. It's more just setting the record over 400 is crazy. And that's a record that you have to play until you're 40. But also you have to play consistently well. You can't play have 3 or 4 years where you're losing first rounds. Like, you have to be playing well at a young age for a long time to get that sort of record. Like, Djokovic's worst Grand Slam results, a couple of second rounds or second rounds. That's about it, right? But from a young age, like, he was making 3rd rounds, 4th rounds at like 18, 19, right? Consistently. So getting over 400, you have to be able to play for 20 years, but you also have to be pretty good from the start and also not get injured, So there's a lot of factors. Like, how do you can't really replicate it. You just have to kind of be lucky to try and beat that record. You're going to have a lot of luck. Now, Alcaraz is maybe on the path, right? He'll be the youngest player with 7 slams in the history of the Open era if he wins the Australian Open. So he's tracking, but again, he has to play until he's 38, 39 to get close to these kind of things. And he's only, 22? And so much can happen in between now and then anyway, So it's longevity, but it's also, consistency, which make Djokovic the greatest. As you said, it's a big serve down the tee. It's 3-love. All right, and Djokovic had years where he was injured for half the season, right? I mean, there was times where Djokovic wasn't on the court, and he still has these records. So you're like, well, shit, what if he played in those those half seasons, right, where he didn't play? 4-2. Pliskova leads in the second. Giving up on my slam dream, I'm going to become a 1-point slam specialist. Okay, good luck. All right, 4-2. Pliskova in the second as Chen wins a point, 15-love. Like LeBron, conversations NBA greatness versus longevity. Yeah, well, the thing with LeBron is a little different is because he doesn't have some of the key GOAT stats. That's probably why there's that debate with LeBron and Michael. But with Novak, he's got all the important records, so it's hard. It's undeniable, right? Whereas as far I don't delve into the debate of whether or not Jordan or LeBron are better, but I know the one thing that kind of stands out is championships, right? And that's like Grand Slams for Australia. Like, it is similar to Grand Slams, right? If Djokovic didn't have the most slams, then there would be a conversation with all the other things that he's done, whether or not him or let's say Nadal had the most slams. There would be a debate whether or not Nadal's the greatest or Djokovic, right? Because of the slam record. But he has the slam as well. So it's like, well, end of conversation, right? Once he got that slam record, there was no debate. The debate was over, right? All right, 40 love Chen. Whereas I guess there's always going to be a debate because LeBron hasn't won as many titles as Jordan. That there will always be a debate. Anyways, Chen holds 4-3, but also I have no idea what I'm talking about, so. All right, 4-3. Pliskova 2 games away from the win. And to get to the third round of the Australian Open and take on Madison Keys. All right, how are we doing, chap? Where are we watching from? Where are we watching from? Hey, Aiden, thank you for the 28 months. Thank you for the 28 months. All right, Djokovic with a return off the tape. And Maestrillo hits a lovely forehand winner. We're Ireland, we've got Singapore, Colorado, California. We've got New Jersey. Jordan was also Defensive Player of the Year once. LeBron never won that. Yeah, true. Fair enough. We've got New Jersey. We've got St. Louis, Australia, Cape Town, California, Los Angeles, Chicago, Florida, Arizona, Canada, Slovenia. We've got Sydney, Ireland. It's 3 a.m. Savage. 40-15 here, Maestrillo to get the game. First game of the match for him as that goes out by Chen on the lob, and it's 15 love. We've got the Bahamas in the chat. As we get back in from Maestrillo, and it goes wide, 40-30. From Manila, Philippines, super fan of Eala, but also supporting Asian players too. Hey, Mary, appreciate that. 15 love. Chen's just come up against a powerhouse in Pliskova, who hasn't played for the best part of 2 years. What, 2 years? 2 years? Because of injury, but is back on the scene and it's dangerous as ever. She hits it out, 15-0. Hey, Maestrillo gets the game, 3-1. Djokovic with the break. But Maestrillo on the board. Watching from Moscow, Russia, cool. We've got Michigan, we've got Mumbai, Barbados. We've got Philadelphia in the house. We've got Sweden, Maine, Mexico. 15-0 here. Pliskova serves. Vancouver. And that's Pliskova serves. Into the forehand of Chen. Return goes to the forehand of Pliskova. Chen back, runs around the back end into forehand. That one worked. As she hits another forehand. Into the slice of Pliskova. Chen forehand again. As Pliskova backhand slice. Chen goes with the forehand again to the backhand of Pliskova. Chen forehand again. Is a winner. All right, 15-30. Nice hitting from Chen. Djokovic down love 15 here. Nice hitting from Chen. Pliskova just having to think of what's going on. All right, 15-30. As we're backhand now from Pliskova to the forehand of Chen. Pliskova forehand again, the forehand of Chen. As Pliskova forehand down the line goes long, 15-40. Chen to get back on serve. She's got another couple of break points. All right, 15-40. As Chen hits a return wide, 30-40. That was so close to being a winner. All right, 30-40. Pliskova serves again. Serve it wide the backhand of Chen. Return goes short. Pliskova comes in. Chen with the pass. Goes wide. All right, we get to deuce. All right, Djokovic 30-15. So in the final of Maestrilli, as we got a backhand now into the backhand of Djokovic. Maestrilli goes down the line with a backhand. Djokovic forehand cross. Maestrilli gets it back with the forehand into the forehand of Djokovic. Maestrilli backhand again. Djokovic again at the backhand of Maestrilli. Cross court to the slice of Djokovic. As Maestrilli forehand cross court. Djokovic gets it. Maestrilli goes down the line. Djokovic gets that too with a backhand. As they go forehand to forehand. Maestrilli goes down the line again. Djokovic there with a backhand cross court in the net. 30-all. All right, Maestrilli making Djokovic work. Pliskova serves to the slice of Chen. Into the forehand of Pliskova. Chen with a backhand slice again. As Pliskova forehand inside out winner. All right, advantage Pliskova to get the 5-3 lead. All right, Djokovic 30-all. Clutch ace. Of course he was going to do that. Come on now. Thought he was going to get broken? What are you talking about? 40-30. As Pliskova also with the advantage, but Chen hits a return winner. Back to deuce. As Djokovic holds with a couple of good serves. 4-1. 4-1. Djokovic first set, 22 minutes. Back to deuce here. Chen trying to get back on serve in the second set. First serve is a fault, second serve. Yeah, when you think you have hope. Yeah, Djokovic does that. Breaks your heart. As Chen's slice return goes in the backhand slice of Pliskova. Chen with a pass is a lob, but it's long. Backhand slice lob is a risky play. Advantage Pliskova. All right, serve. Into the forehand of Chen. Pliskova backhand to the forehand of Chen. That's Pliskova backhand cross court, and Chen runs around, hits a forehand inside out. Good shot. And then Pliskova goes down the line wide. Now we get back to deuce. By the way, chat, I bought Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 for PlayStation 4 for $20. I'm excited to play it. Yeah, $20. I got it this morning. We get the deuce. I've completed all the Hearts games. Yeah, I've never played them. I've always seen them, but I've never had them, so I never played them. I think I might have played the first, maybe the second one back in like PlayStation 2 days, but I had an Xbox, so. As that goes wide by Pliskova, Chen's got another break point. So yeah, so I'm kind of keen to play them. Will you be keeping? Will it keep you? Will playing it keep you out of the thrift store? No. I'll still be going to the thrift store. Cam, you were saying Maestrilli will trouble Djokovic. You obviously weren't here, and you're making that up. All right, Chen hits it out in the return. We're back to deuce. When did I say Maestrilli was going to trouble Djokovic? Can anybody remember that? Chat, anybody? I don't think I said that at all. All right, deuce. I think you were mistaken. He didn't say that. I didn't say that. Advantage Pliskova. Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 are great. 3 is meh. Well, this one that I bought is like it's like the remix, so it's like 1, 2, but then also like has 2 extra games in it. So yeah, I'm excited to play the whole thing. All right, Advantage Pliskova. If you like horror games, do you also play? So if you like horror movies, do you play horror games? Not really. No. I don't really play horror games. All right, Pliskova holds 5-3. Djokovic looking for that double break, by the way, 15-30. Pliskova. She is a game away from making it to the third round of the AO. Djokovic return goes wide, 30-0. Are we going to watch the W125 Philippines? Alex is going to play. Yeah. I mean, time zone wise, it should be pretty good. Pliskova to win 11-15. Yeah. So we'll probably watch if it sort of fits within the schedule. Thankfully, it's in the same time zone as Melbourne, so it shouldn't be too tricky to schedule, but it's just whether or not, like, what happens, like, you know, is it going to be during the semi-finals or the final? Like, we're going to just juggle a little bit, but yeah, we'll probably watch it if I can. 15-0. Looking forward to Djokovic Vachereau. When's that happening? Like, are you saying like in the future, or are you saying next round? Because Djokovic in the next round plays Van der Zandschulp or Zhang. He won't play Vachereau until the semis. I mean, Vachereau has to beat Sinner first. Anyways, 40-30. Maestrilli trying to hold as he hits a backhand cross court and goes wide. And Djokovic gets the deuce. As Pliskova 15-30, 2 points away. $15-30. Serve again from Chen. Into the forehand of Pliskova. Return goes forehand to Chen. Pliskova backhand. Into the net. 30-0. As Maestro hits it wide. And I know what I said. I meant it. Djokovic to get the double break. Oh, ace from Chen. All right, 40-30. Just wondering why you're watching this match. A lot of bigger names were playing. I don't know. This just felt the most interesting. It was either this match or Menchik versus Joda. But then I chose this one because I didn't think it would clash with Djokovic. Anyways, Chen wins the game, and it's going to be Pliskova serve for the match. And we did watch Chen in the first round against Fernandez, and a lot of people were interested in seeing her go. So, and also Pliskova is a name, right? You know, so I think in terms of matches, I mean, if you look at all the other matches that have happened so far, what have we missed? Maybe Badosa losing was more interesting than this. I don't know, but Pegula won easily. Keys won pretty easily. But Shelton's cruising. I think we've missed anything major. We chose the right match. Yeah, I was this close to watching the Menchik match, but last minute I went, you know what? We'll watch this, because I was scared that Menchik match was going to go 5 sets, and that would be watching this match and then this Pliskova match, and then also Djokovic comes on and we miss Djokovic and blah 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 blah. Djokovic hits a lovely lob, but it just missed. So I think we've made the right decision. There's been a lot of matches going on. All right. Pliskova to serve for the match. That's what a fault second serve. Also, we've got Swiatek coming up after Djokovic. And then tonight we've got Sinner. We've got Osaka. We've got Raducanu. We're all playing. Fritz is playing tonight, I think, as well. All right, good serve there at the body of Chen. 15 love. As Pliskova serves again. Into the forehand of Chen. Return goes back to Pliskova. Chen with a forehand of the stretch. Pliskova cross-court backhand. Slice from Chen. Into the forehand of Pliskova. Chen with a forehand of the stretch again. Pliskova gets it back with a forehand of the slice of Chen. Into the forehand of Pliskova cross-court. Chen gets it and hits a winner. 15 all. Great shot on the stretch from Chen. All right, 15 all as that goes out by Djokovic on the return. And Maestrilli looking to hold again. You can never tell which match is going to be interesting until it happens. Exactly. Exactly. It's one of the hard parts of doing this. Is trying to pick the matches that might be interesting, but also the matches that people want to watch, you know? I mean, I want to watch matches that nobody gives a shit about. So, you know, but I also don't watch those matches because they also make me cry. 30-15. Pliskova 2 points away. 7 the forehand of Chen. Return goes back into Pliskova. Chen, forehand again. Oh, it hit the tape and went in the net. Match points for Pliskova to take the win. And to play, is it Madison Keys in the next round? It is. Ooh, Keys Pliskova. Interesting. Very interesting section of the draw now. As that goes out by Chen, Pliskova is into the third round. And she knocks out Janice Chen, who had a good first round. And look, played a pretty good match considering how aggressive Pliskova was. I mean, that was almost a 2-hour match for straight sets. So she put up a good fight, Chen, but Pliskova just too powerful. She wasn't number one in the world by accident. All right. Pliskova gets a win. Good win. And she is back. And she's going to take on the defending champion. That is going to be something. In a couple of days' time, we're going to probably tune into that one. That has to be a night session. If that's not Rod Laver, then it'll be Margaret Court Arena. All right. Good win. Solid victory. All right. We've got Djokovic at 4-2 already. I'm gonna merge the stream. So if you want to keep watching Djokovic, jump on over. There you go. 30 love. Djokovic, pretty simple at the moment, but good win, very good win by Pliskova. 4-4. She beats Chen in an hour and 40 minutes, and she is in the third round. She'll take on Keys in a couple of days. All right, Djokovic 40 love. Djokovic 40 love. As he serves a fault second serve. As Maestrilli hits a winner and says sorry because he must have shanked it. Maestrilli. I keep saying Strillo. It's Strilli. Maestrilli. Maestrelli. It's Strelli. I keep saying Strello because I want to say Maestro. 40-15, Djokovic down the tee with a slice back from the Italian as we get a forehand now from Djokovic in the forehand of Maestrilli as Maestrilli hits it in there with a slice and Djokovic goes to 5-2 in the first set. I'll be back in a second. 5-2. Djokovic with the break. All right. By the way, thank you for the super sticker at the end of that last stream. I don't know who did it. I'm sorry I missed it, but thank you for the super sticker. I appreciate that. Did it show up here? No, it didn't. All right. Maestrilli is going to serve to stay in the set. Match Tsitsipas predictions. Tsitsipas in 4. As the return goes into the backhand of Maestrilli, and he hits it long. And Djokovic, love 15. Shelton serving masterclass going on right now. I'll keep an eye on him as well. Oh, pardon me. All right, love 30. Djokovic cruising at the moment. But I don't know if we expected anything different. Pliskova is a former world number 1, 2017. She's no ordinary contender, but yeah, she is definitely a scary player for everybody if she's playing like that. All right, as Djokovic gets the love 40, and he has got 3 set points. Love 40. As Maestrilli serves. An ace out wide. That's 1. Saved. Serve again. Serve again from Maestrilli. As Djokovic returns, and Maestrilli puts away the smash. 30-40. 2 saved. As Maestrilli serves again, still set point for Djokovic. Maestrilli serves down the tee. An ace. All right, nice. Now we get the deuce. Nice serving. To get the deuce. Maestrilli serves again. As the return goes in, the forehand of Maestrilli down the line of the backhand of Djokovic. Maestrilli goes backhand again to the backhand of Djokovic, but he hits it long, Maestrilli. And it's advantage Djokovic. Okay. Advantage Djokovic, 4th set point. To take the first step, but Maestrilli serves another ace. 3 aces in this game to save set point. Nice serve. All right, deuce. Why is the Musetti Sonigo match paused? I'm not sure. Does anyone know? Maestrilli serves again. Into the backhand of Djokovic. Return the backhand of Maestrilli. Djokovic forehand. Into the forehand of Maestrilli as Djokovic forehand again. Maestrilli down the line as Djokovic to the backhand. And he overhits it. Advantage Maestrilli to to survive. Oh, Sonigo had an MTO. Okay. Medical timeout, Sonigo, apparently. All right, serve. There's a fault. Second serve. By the way, Shelton is about to serve for the match in his match. Serve again. Into the forehand of Djokovic. Return into the backhand of Maestrilli. Djokovic backhand down the line as Maestrilli forehand into the backhand of Djokovic. Maestrilli backhand on the stretch. Djokovic down the line backhand. Maestrilli gets on the stretch. Then Djokovic goes cross court, but it's an out. Maestrilli holds from love 40. And now Djokovic is going to serve the set, but good hold by Maestrilli. Get this kid out of here. Oh, God. 5-3. Djokovic going to serve the set. Good serving under immense pressure. All right. Shelton serving for the match at 5-2. All right, 15 love. As with a forehand to the backhand of Maestrilli. Maestrilli in the net. 30 love. 30 love. Wong versus Ostapenko just started too, right? 30 love. So forget Djokovic. Ace out wide. 40 love. Set points again now on Novak serve. Serve is a fault. Second serve. The backhand return into the forehand of Djokovic. Maestrilli backhand into the slice of Djokovic as Maestrilli goes down the line with a backhand. Djokovic forehand on the stretch, gets it. And then Maestrilli hits an inside-out winner. 40-15. Nice. Great shot. 40-15. Beautiful inside-out backhand. Penko's up a break in the first. Okay. Djokovic serves again. Set point number 5. Maybe number 6, maybe? I don't know. Serve again. Into the forehand of Maestrilli. Return goes backhand of Djokovic. Maestrilli forehand. Into the forehand of Djokovic as Maestrilli goes again. The forehand of Djokovic. He goes down the line, the backhand of Maestrilli. Djokovic gets his backhand into the backhand of Maestrilli as they go backhand to backhand. Then Djokovic down the line is wide. He went for it. And he missed it. Set point number 7. 40-30. Are you an Aussie? Yes. 40-30. Still set point. And he serves an ace to finish. All right. Finally gets it done in Djokovic. Nole with the first set. 6-3. Okay. Djokovic played okay. 4 winners, 8 errors, 1 out of 6 break points. Maestrilli, 14 winners, 18 errors, no break points for him against Djokovic. Shelton wins. I have no idea if Norrie and Zverev is playing the day or night. The schedule hasn't come out yet. Shelton wins in straights. Musetti wins in straights. Right now, Nozgova won the first set against Preston. We have Stearns winning against Marchenko. Kalinskai's up a set and a break. Penko's up a break against Wong in the first set of her match. So now what's happening that we're starting to get results. These are starting. Now we're starting to get matches that are like getting real interesting. Shelton versus Vachereau. That's confirmed. We might get Tsitsipas Musetti. That could happen if Steph gets through today. So we're starting to get those projected matches that we're all looking at when the draw came out. We're all hoping for when the draw came out. All right, 6-3 Djokovic first set. How's my bracket look? I haven't even checked my bracket. Kostyuk is the word. Badosa went out and I had her in the quarters. I'm an idiot. Why did I not go Pagula or Keys? Oh, my God. So Badosa and I've lost 2 of my quarterfinalists. On the men's side, FAA is still my worst pick. So that's okay. That's okay. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's okay. All right. Maestrelli serving first in the second. As Maestrelli serves again. Into the backhand of Djokovic. Maestrelli into the backhand again of Djokovic as Maestrelli cross-court forehand. Djokovic goes down the line to the backhand of Maestrelli as Djokovic into the forehand of Maestrelli to the forehand of Djokovic. Maestrelli goes down the line again. Djokovic cross backhand. Maestrelli's on the stretch, gets it. As Maestrelli hits it in the net eventually. Love 15. Love 15. As we just serve. And Djokovic return goes in the net. 15-all. As return goes in from Djokovic to the forehand of Maestrelli. Maestrelli sprays it wide. 15-30. Having some Italian tomato soup. Nice. All right, 15-30. Serve to the backhand of Djokovic. Return goes to forehand of Maestrelli. Djokovic pass. Maestrelli with a volley. Djokovic backhand pass. Too good. 15-40. That's just too good. Too good by Nole. 1540. Bublik is playing the tennis of his life? Yeah. Just too good by Nole. By the way, chat, we're almost at 200 likes. Appreciate that. Don't forget to subscribe. We're almost at 279 as well, which is crazy. 1540. Second serve. Into the body of Djokovic. Good return. Maestrilli drop shot. That's better. And Djokovic hits it wide. That's what he tried to do in the first set, but he didn't make the drop shot. That worked that time. 30-40. Also, Stearns just won the first set against Marchenko. All right. Still set. Break point. Serve. Into the front of Djokovic. Return to the back of Maestrilli. Djokovic forehand. Into the front of Maestrilli. He goes down the line to the backhand of Djokovic. Maestrilli backhand again. Djokovic goes into the backhand of Maestrilli again. Sliced to the backhand of Djokovic. Maestrilli again to the backhand of Djokovic. He hits a slice. To the Maestrilli forehand. As Djokovic backhand cross court. Maestrilli gets it. Djokovic backhand slice again. Good mix up. Maestrilli goes in the net with a forehand. Djokovic eventually breaks. He's have to work hard though for these points. 16-shot rally. All right. Djokovic with a set and a break. All right. All right. Pardon me. Do I play tennis? Not as much as I would like to. Nole in 3 sets? Yeah, it feels like that. So we got Swiatek coming up in a couple of hours, which is good. All right. 15 love. All right, 15-0. And so the serve again from Djokovic. As we get a lovely pickup by Maestrilli down the line. And it's 15-30. Wasn't a bad volley by Nole, but just a better pass. Kalinskaya wins. All right, 15-30. As Djokovic too strong, and it's 30-0. 30 all. As Djokovic has a fault, second serve. As the return goes to front of Djokovic. And Nole goes wide. 30-40. As the return goes out by Maestrilli, and Djokovic gets back to deuce. As Djokovic makes another error, and it's advantage Maestrilli. Advantage Maestrilli to take back the break. As he gets the serve down the tee, and Maestrilli hits it wide on the return deuce. Cam, is Dawn coming back to join us? Yeah, I don't know where Dawn pops in and out. Time zones are probably not the greatest right now, but I'm sure Dawn will jump in and out of the streams throughout the year. Yeah, we've got a lot of moderators that sort of, jump in and out as the year progresses, depending on time zones or depending on, interest in matches as well, right? As with a smash from Djokovic and its advantage. There's a lot of the moderators kind of pop up maybe during the Grand Slam, finals and stuff, or during some of the favorite tennis players, So yeah, I'm sure we'll get Dawn coming in and out of the stream at some point. All right, advantage Djokovic to go to 2-love in the second. 1 hour played. Shelton versus Vacheroy in this third round. As we're serving the backhand of Maestrilli, as we get a forehand now to the front of Djokovic. He goes down the line of the slice of Maestrilli. As Djokovic winds up and hits a forehand cross court. Maestrilli with a lob. And it goes out. All right. 2-love Djokovic in the second. Two zero. Okay. All right. Djokovic with the break in the second. All right, back to Maestrilli. When does Novak have a real test? I mean, this has been interesting, but it's obviously not going to be as tough as the next couple of rounds. He might play Van der Zandschulp in the third round. We know that he is dangerous. So maybe Van der Zandschulp in the next round could be really interesting. But then like Menchik, Hurkacz, not that far away. And Djokovic slaps his leg after missing the shot. 15-love. As he serves an ace, Maestrilli. 30 love. As we go back and return from Djokovic into the forehand of Maestrilli. Djokovic forehand into the back of Maestrilli on the stretch. Djokovic with a volley. Maestrilli with a pass. Oh, he made it! What a backhand! 40 love! Wow! That set the crowd alight. What a backhand winner. That's a Djokovic backhand. An open stance, lunging backhand. That was a Djokovic backhand. Right down the line. What a shot. All right, 40 love. As Djokovic forehand inside out to the back of Maestrilli. He tries to do it again, but he missed it. Jeez, that was a great backhand winner. 40-15. All right, there's been a fault second serve. Hey, Don, thank you for the 52 months. As a tier 3 member, appreciate that. These matches are too late. How do you put up with this all year, Cam? I don't know. As with a backhand, I don't know. Seriously, I don't know. Anyways, the backhand rally. Thank you, Don, for the 52 months. As with a drop shot from Djokovic. Maestrilli hits a lob. Nole's going to hit behind the back. Maestrilli for the volley winner, though. Djokovic with the trick shot. But Maestrilli gets the winner. 2-1 Djokovic with the break in the second. I tell you, Maestrilli had to be careful because that would have gone in for Djokovic, and that was very awkward. It was a floating behind the back shot that Maestrilli could have easily missed. All right, Djokovic with the set in the break. But yeah, that could have been very embarrassing had he have missed that, Maestrilli. Yeah, Djokovic behind the back. It looked like a tweener, but then he went behind the back. And he kind of shanked it, but it went in, and Maestrilli had to... Maestrilli waited for the ball to come to him. That was dangerous, but he luckily... he middled it, Djokovic. It was a clean hit. It was just a loopy hit. That could have been very embarrassing to miss. I think Djokovic just was trying to get a bit more height. He didn't get enough height on the ball. But that was so... It could have gone wide. No, I think it was going in. That could have been really awkward for Maestrilli if he missed it. But he didn't. 2-1. Okay. 2-1 Djokovic. Oh, wait. Schedule's out for tomorrow? No. Oh, they're putting on a doubles match before Swiatek. That's stupid. Why would you do that? Australian Open. Why would you do that? Why did you do that? Now you're going to push Swiatek's match later, which means that we're going to crash into Sinner. Why did you do this? The Australian Open are doing this to spite us, chat. I know John Cain Arena is empty for now, but why would you push Swiatek's match back to spite us? All right, 15 love. Let's hope that doubles match is over in an hour, so that way we can watch Swiatek on time. We can't watch Osaka, Swiatek, and Sinner at the same time. It's just not possible. Also, why is Osaka not playing on Rod Laver after the walkout she had the other night? That's crazy. Oh, Maestrilli with a lovely drop volley winner. 15-all. Crazy for Rod Laver Arena not to host Osaka again, because I think the most anticipated thing of the day is Osaka's outfit walkout. Is she going to do it again? What's she going to wear next time? She's just going to do a normal walkout? What's happening? But on Margaret Court Arena, she's not going to go to the effort. Yeah. The AO is trying to... they're after us. We criticized the schedule one time, and now they're making it hard for us. Anyways, Maestrilli gets a winner inside our forehand 15:30. Hopefully that doubles match goes quick so we can watch Swiatek on time. We've got our schedule to go. People are trying to sleep and stay awake and whatever, you know. We're trying to run a tight ship here, and you're changing the schedule on us. It doesn't help. So who's playing? Jones and Sharma are playing doubles. Now, it's a doubles match with two Aussies. So, you know. All right, 15:30. Hey, we got to 279. Appreciate that. Thank you for subscribing. As Djokovic hits a forehand winner, cross court 30-all. He's still in a little trouble, though, Nole, of giving the break back. By the way, Penko is up. Woo, a set and a break. So that's happening. Also, Hurkacz trying to win the second against Quinn. Tie-break second set against Quinn. That's a very important set for Hurkacz to win. Djokovic 30-all, served down the tee. Maestrilli gets it back and he hits it wide. And it's 40-30. Djokovic serves. As he serves a fault. Second serve. As the return goes in the back of Djokovic. Forehand out from Maestrilli as Djokovic forehand cross court. Maestrilli goes down the line. Djokovic with the backhand. Into the net. We're back to deuce. Another chance for Maestrilli to get back on serve. As the return goes in the net by Maestrilli. Djokovic gets to advantage. Hurkacz lost a second. Backhand return, the backhand of Djokovic. Maestrilli goes down the line to the forehand of Djokovic. Into the forehand of Maestrilli. Down the line to the backhand of Djokovic. That's a good shot. Slice goes wide by Maestrilli and Djokovic for 3-1. 3-1. All right, backhand. Into the forehand of Djokovic. Maestrilli comes to the net. Djokovic to the pass. Maestrilli with a volley. Djokovic backhand lob. Maestrelli's too tall. Puts it away. $15-love. As we return now into the forehand of Maestrilli. Djokovic to the passing shot winner. Too good. 15-0. Quinn's been impressive. Saved 8 of 8 breakpoint attempts. Nice. All right, 15-0. Serve again. Into the backhand of Djokovic. Return the net. 30-15. Serve again. And it's a fault. Second serve. Watching an ism over? No. But we'll keep an eye on our results as they happen. As we get a forehand from Djokovic into the backhand of Maestrilli. Djokovic backhand. Again to the backhand of Maestrilli. Djokovic goes to backhand again. The backhand of Maestrilli. Down the line of the forehand of Djokovic. Maestrilli wins the point though. Djokovic hits it out. 40-15. Serve again. Is a fault. Second serve. At the backhand of Djokovic. Backhand of Maestrilli goes cross-court. The backhand of Djokovic is Maestrilli. Again to the backhand of Djokovic. He hits drop shot. Maestrilli gets it back. And then Djokovic backhand down the line. Win up. 40-30. Great pickup by Norway. Spaziri versus Wu. Nice. That just started. All right, return goes in the backhand of Maestrilli, but he hits it long. And Djokovic gets to deuce. Serve again. Is an ace out wide. Advantage Maestrilli. Advantage Maestrilli. As we default second serve. As the backhand return goes in the forehand of Maestrilli. As we backhand Djokovic down the line, Maestrilli gets it back. And it goes long. Back to deuce. back to deuce. All right, serve again. Into the body of Djokovic. Return goes in the net. It's advantage Maestrilli.
The Joker is incredible.
Hey, thank you, David, for the 5. Yeah, he is pretty great. Who is your underdog favorites right now? Underdog favorites. For what? For the tournament or for the day? As we're back in return now from Djokovic to the front of Maestrilli. Djokovic down the line. Maestrilli gets over the backhand. Slice Djokovic. Maestrilli hits a backhand off the tape. Djokovic eventually wins a point as Maestrilli hits in the net. Great defense, Nole. Back to deuce. Back to deuce. As a return goes in by Djokovic, the backhand of Maestrilli. Djokovic forehand again, the backhand of Maestrilli. Into that Djokovic backhand. Djokovic hits it out though, and it's advantage Maestrilli. How is Djokovic's game looking right now in relation to his peak? Do you think he can compete with Sinner at the AO? Too early to say. Djokovic plays these young, these lower ranked players as well as he has to. He doesn't overplay. Like Djokovic is not going to come out here and he's not the type of player to come out and beat someone 1-1-1 and win in an hour and 20 minutes and demolish them like Alcaraz or Sinner does. That's just not how Djokovic plays. He comes out here and he does as much as he needs to do to win in relatively... And also, remember, he also hasn't played much. So he's probably using these matches to also practice, right? As bad as that sounds. Until he has to play against a big dog and play properly, like play his level, he's not going to show his level. So it's really hard to judge Djokovic's form right now on... Can he beat Sinner and Alcaraz playing like this? No. But he's not going to play like this, hopefully, against them anyway, right? So yeah, so it's really hard. Like when I get that question almost every single slam at this stage, like for Djokovic. Is this going to be good enough to beat Sinner and Alcaraz? But Djokovic is only playing as well as he has to right now. He could play so much better, and he is so much better than what he's playing. But today he doesn't have to do that. He doesn't have to prove anything, you know? He just has to play as well enough to win in straights. You know, get a couple of 2.5 hours on court, practice a little bit, get some time under his belt. Same as Martinez, right? He didn't do anything spectacular there, but he didn't have to. Until he plays, Menchik in the 4th round or something like that, where he might have something to prove. Fritz or Musetti in the quarters. That's going to be. That's where we can assess him better, because he's going to have to play a higher level against those guys, and that's going to be more telling. This match here, it's like, well, is Djokovic playing well? Yeah. Is he playing well enough to beat Sinner Alcaraz? No. Is Alcaraz playing well enough to beat Sinner? After yesterday, same thing, right? Probably not, but he's going to be better when he plays Sinner, right? If he plays Sinner. So, yeah, it's such a hard question to answer this early, Because Djokovic is not going to be playing like this next week. He'll be playing way better. Hopefully. But the real test happens when he plays Menchik in the 4th round, maybe. If he plays Menchik. 3-2. Vachereau versus Shelton sounds like a fun 3rd round. Yeah, it could be fun. Really fun. By the way, Hurkacz is down 2-11 a break. So he is in big trouble. All right, Djokovic backhand to backhand with Maestrilli. As Djokovic goes with the forehand down the line, Maestrilli gets it back with a slice. Djokovic inside our forehand. Maestrilli slice again. Djokovic forehand again. The back of Maestrilli as Djokovic with a forehand again. Into the forehand of Maestrilli as Djokovic goes with the forehand down the line, but it's... Oh, it lands in! 15-love. Great shot, Djokovic. 15-love. Beautiful shot. Did I see Quinn winning in 3? No. I thought Hurkacz would win. Maybe in 4. All right. 30-love. Yeah, Quinn demolished Grigspor, so we should have probably seen it coming. Because Grigspor, I mean, that's a great preparation for Hubie, you know. And I mean, Hubie was almost down 2-love against Bergs, so maybe we should have seen Quinn also beating Hurkacz. And I'll tell you, Quinn then plays Menchik if he beats Hurkacz now. So Quinn's now going to play another guy with a big serve that he's been practicing because he's played the 2 guys already. So, Quinn should make the 4th round based on what's been happening this week. And then he's going to play Djokovic. So that sucks for him, but, you know. But, yeah, Quinn's having a good tournament. He's playing a lot of players. Like, the 2 players he's played already are very similar, though. But, again, if he beats Menchik, he'll probably make the 4th round. And then he'll play Djokovic, and that'll be a really different player to play. 40-15. Second serve. Into the back end of Maestrilli as he comes up with a volley. Djokovic to the lob. Maestrelli's going to hit tweener. But it goes out. 4-2. 4-2 Djokovic in the second. Quinn almost won a set against Alcaraz. When was that? I remember. Was that when was that? When was that? Why are so many players hitting tweeners? Well, that shot there, I mean, what else are you going to do? Barcelona. Oh, was it in Barcelona? I thought that was somebody else. I thought that was somebody else. I thought it was another American pushed Alcaraz. Who am I thinking of? Oh yeah, Quinn almost won the second set in Barcelona first round. Interesting. Yeah, he was the closest to winning a set against Alcaraz before the final when Rune beat him. But yeah, interesting. Yeah, it was him. It was him. I thought it was I don't know who I thought it was, but love 15. As a return, goes out by Djokovic. 15-all. Ooh, he just missed it too. By about a millimeter. 2 mil, 3 mil. All right, 15-all. How is Djokovic playing during the day compared to the night? Again, I'll revert to my answer from 10 minutes ago when somebody asked me about how's his form. it's impossible to know. It's too hard to tell. That's even more, that's even harder to tell because he's played one match in the day, one match at night. So it's like, again, that's even harder for me to answer because we don't have enough. Again, I'll say the same thing. He's playing well enough. Like, he's playing well enough. He doesn't look fatigued, but today's not hot. So today is 25 at most. So it's really not a hot day. It was probably the same temperature as the night session the other night because the other day was hotter, way hotter. So, yeah. That's probably a good question to ask on Saturday when he plays because on Saturday it's going to be roasting. And then we can see how he looks then because that's going to be like 40 degrees. So, as Djokovic with a forehand cross-court, too good, and Maestrilli falls down. He's all right, though. He gives a thumbs up. Djokovic making sure he's all right. Maestrilli had a tumble. 15-40. That was a big tumble. Stretching out wide. He would have slid into that if it was on clay. But he went for a lunge and he kind of just got stuck. So it wasn't a bad fall though, it was just tumble. It's almost like a dive. Anyways, 15-40. Quinn double break for love. Hoobie, what are you doing? I should have put Quinn in my team. 15-40. Serve to the forehand of Djokovic. Forehand now down the line from Maestrilli. And then Djokovic with the backhand. Too good. 5-2. Nole getting it done. All right. Maestrilli is doing a lot of talking. Not sure what he's saying because I don't speak Italian, but he's saying words. He's saying things. All right. All right. So yeah, so after this we've got Swiatek. She's coming up in about an hour and a half. So we've got a little bit of time. I'll tell you, chat, I don't know if you've felt this, but I've definitely felt like this Australian Open has been it hasn't been hectic. The schedule, yeah, okay, we've had like 4 matches at once, right? But it hasn't been like, we're going to have it now, tomorrow, and the next day, and the next day, and the next. But we haven't had a day where it's been like, I haven't streamed for like 12 hours straight, which is so weird. Because usually, a first day of a slam, second, third day, I'm starting at 11 and I'm finishing at 1. And we're here for like 14 hours straight. But we're having these breaks, because that's how they schedule it. We're having these breaks where it's like 2 hours until the next one, and then there's 4 hours off, or whatever. Or like there's one match on, and then we've got an hour. Like, there's no like, we haven't had that. That's probably why it doesn't feel like we've had much going on, because it hasn't been hectic. Last year was way busy. I remember 16-hour days, but this year hasn't yet. Now, tomorrow is going to be a 16-hour day, because I've said so. But but I don't know. Like, having these like 2 hours between matches and stuff is weird. And it's not like there's nothing to watch, because there's obviously matches happening. But for me, I'm like, well, yeah, I don't know. They're just not having, it just doesn't feel busy yet. And now, tomorrow, I'm going to eat my words. 15 love, Australian Upside. You want to be busy? Okay. You want to be busy? Are you sure? You want to watch 7 matches in a row? Okay. I'm going to eat my words tomorrow. Round 3, I'm going to be streaming and with no time to eat. 15-0. There's not a lot of flow to it. Okay, so yeah, it does. It does feel a little bit like stop-start, doesn't it? Especially because and it's good because on center court, there's only 2 matches during the day, so it's not. They're never going to be crowded, but yeah, it definitely feels a lot very like sporadic. Like 2 matches are on, and then we have nothing, and then we have another match on, and then nothing, and then back. Doesn't have that. That like we can sit here all day and just street. We can watch matches all day together. That'll change though, because when we get to the 4th round, it's going to be like jam packed. All the quarterfinals as well. Is that a good thing? It's all right. I mean, it's not. I'm not complaining. It's just very strange to have for me to have a 2-hour break between matches or an hour off. Like usually it's like, all right, next match starts. Let's go. Next match. All right, next one. Oh, there's a match starting. We're going to go, cross over that one. It's very rare that I have a day where I have a break. Sometimes I'm eating between streams, right? I'm inhaling a snack, right? So far, I haven't had to do that. It's actually not bad, though. I don't mind it, but I do like a 16-hour day is also strangely fun. As that goes into the forehand the backhand of Djokovic, he puts it away 40-30. I already took my dog out for a huge walk this morning. We already walked around for a big one this morning. But yeah, it just feels like it's... But it also, it's not just watching matches, but it's also, disrupts the flow of things. So, people at home are you'll be watching Djokovic and then you're like, oh, now what? And you might, if you're a tennis freak, you'll watch everything. But, I don't know. It just feels a little bit... I don't know. This doesn't feel like it's not busy yet. As Djokovic wins the point and the set. 2 sets to love. Yeah. But that's going to change tomorrow because I just put it out into the world and now I'm going to get wrecked. Oh, here's the schedule. Perfect timing. Here we go. Oh, you want to be busy? All right. Oh, here we go. Oh, no. Oh, they've done it again. And they put Coco and Alcaraz at the same time. That's annoying. Zverev's been kicked off to court 3. Interesting. Yeah, now, see, this is where I eat my words. No, it's not terrible. I really don't... Maybe Coco didn't want to play at night. That's why they put her on during the afternoon. So we've got Sabalenka, Potapova, then we've got Alcaraz, Coco, then the night session. God, the night session, I know Demon Tiafo is interesting, but man, it's kind of mid. We might watch Zverev Norrie tomorrow night. Instead, Jovic Paolini, okay, Taos and Mboko, we might watch that tomorrow too. It's a weird, I mean, Gauff Baptiste, Alcaraz, Paul Fokina, that feels like 5 sets. Jovic, okay. Medvedev Marijan, yeah, Andreeva Ruse. Yeah, it's not hectic yet. Not yet. Yeah, they put Zverev on John Cain Arena. That's court 3. What do I do between matches? Either just watch the matches that are happening and just keep up to date with the scores, or I go out and do chores, get food and stuff. Cruz playing doubles? I thought he lost. Is he playing mixed doubles, is he? Or are you talking about the boys' doubles? Wow, Hurkacz is out. Quinn's interesting. I've got trading cards of Quinn, so if anybody wants one, let me know. 2 sets to love. Novak Djokovic, cruisy at the moment. By the way, if Djokovic does play for another 30 minutes, we only have an hour to the Swiatek match, so it's nothing crazy. So it's not like we're going to be sitting around doing nothing for hours, but I guess I should be happy with the I shouldn't be complaining that we have breaks because I know how busy it's going to be. I know it's going to be hectic in a week. All right. 30 love. Maestrilli is serving first in the third. All right. 40 love. Hurkacz has not been relevant for a while. Yeah, he's been injured. All right, good shot from Nole. All right, 40-15. As the return goes in the back end of Maestrilli, as we get a back end Djokovic to the forehand. Maestrilli. Djokovic down the line in the net. It's 1 love Maestrilli in the third. Okay. Let's see if Djokovic can get it done in the straight sets. Djokovic shows a fault to conserve. All right, 15 love. As the return goes in the net by Maestrilli. 30 love. 7 at the back of Maestrilli. The return goes out. 40 love. As the return goes into the forehand of Djokovic, and he puts it away. 1-1 in the third. Okay. Yeah, Hurkacz is out. He is out. Which is a big surprise. Why is there another set being played if they're already at 6 for the first two? Because it's a best. They play best of 5 at these tournaments. Some of these tournaments. At the big tournaments, they play. You have to win 3 out of 5. 1-1. As Maestrilli hits it wide. Love 15. Love 15. As we're back in Djokovic in the forehand of Maestrilli. Djokovic backhand again. Into the forehand of Maestrilli is Djokovic. Another backhand. Maestrilli goes again in the backhand of Djokovic. Down the line of the forehand of Maestrilli is Djokovic. Again to the forehand of Maestrilli. Just forehand to forehand now. Backhand from Maestrilli. Goes into the backhand of Djokovic. Maestrilli backhand again. Down the line is wide. Love 30. And Djokovic is chipping away. Love 30. As we return now from Djokovic, Maestrilli eventually hits it out. Love 40. And Djokovic again to take the break. And like I said, we've got Swiatek coming on in about an hour and a half. So we do have some time between. I'm going to eat. I'm hungry. I haven't eaten enough today. Love 40. 7th point of Djokovic. Volley from Maestrilli is in the net. All right, Djokovic. 2 sets, 11 a break. 2-1 in the third. Burrito? I might get a burrito. I've been having these protein burritos. They've been really good. Stearns wins. Cool. 6-1 in some over. Nice. All right. Djokovic in control. Tsitsipas is an underachiever. Yeah, maybe. So Stearns beats Marchenko. Anisimov won the first set 6-1 against Siniakova. Preston and Noskova are into a third. Inglis is serving for the match against Sigemund, but she's about to get broken. And then Wong is up 5-4 against Penko second set, but lost the first. Baziri won the first against Wu. Van der Zandt and Zhang, the winner of this match, will take on the winner of that match. They're in a tiebreak. They are in a tiebreak. The Hubie score, I think, was, what was it? 4-6-1 or something? 4-6-2, maybe? Oh. All right, 15 love. Oh, it was 7-6, 6-4-1. Okay. I knew it was a tiebreak somewhere. Djokovic down the tee, too strong. 30 love. Oh, wait, it was 4-6-1. Oh, so I got it right the first time. I knew the second set was a tiebreak because I remember it was a must-win for Hubie that he didn't win. All right. 30 love. What's Shelton eating? M&M's? Dutchy, what's he eating? All right. 30 love into the default second serve. $30 love. As Djokovic losing the point, 30-15. I think he is eating M&M's. Actually. What's he eating? You know what one of my favorite clips is when Rafa was eating a cookie after winning a match. Was it Rafa? Deb would know. Was it Rafa that was eating a cookie after a match? I can't remember. I think it was Rafa, wasn't it? And he was eating a cookie and they were like, "What is that part of your diet?" And he's just like, "I just worked really hard, so I mean, whatever." Oh, Penko's gone 3. 30 all here. Djokovic in a little trouble. As we're going to serve again. Serving to the forehand of Maestrilli. As with a backhand Djokovic and the backhand of Maestrilli is Djokovic on the stretch. Maestrilli with a forehand again, the backhand of Djokovic. Maestrilli backhand again to the backhand of Djokovic, who goes to the forehand of Maestrilli. And Djokovic gets it back. Maestrilli hit it in. Forehand to forehand rally. As Djokovic eventually misses in the net. 30-40. 30-40.
Good morning.
Good morning, Anonymous. Thank you for the $2. All right. 30-40. All right, serve out wide the backhand slice of Maestrilli. Djokovic with a forehand inside out winner. We get the deuce. Oh, it's not M&M's? Okay. It would be funny if it was. It's probably some healthy snack. Protein something. All right. As Djokovic gets to advantage. Serve again. And that goes in the net by Maestrilli on the second serve, and it's 3-1. You know what I find fascinating about the behind-the-scenes footage is I think it's just really fun because when do you ever see tennis players walking around in crowds and not getting mobbed? Like, that's what makes it interesting, right? It's like you just see players casually walking around and no one is bothering them because that's unprofessional to do that. Like, no one's, you only ever see them getting mobbed, right? But like seeing Naomi Osaka just like walking around behind the scenes and nobody is bothering her, that's weird. You would never see that. But then you see like, Ben Shelton walk past her and you're like, that's crazy to see them like interacting. Like, it's just, that's cool, right? That's why it's interesting. Because most people would be like, all of us would be like, Naomi, ah. But obviously that doesn't happen in the gym because they're all, trying to figure out how to win matches. Anyways, 15-love. All right, Maestrilli serves again. And the backhand return from Djokovic goes to the front of Maestrilli. Djokovic backhand again to the backhand of Maestrilli as Djokovic down the line. Maestrilli gets with the forehand into the front of Djokovic, the backhand of Maestrilli. Maestrilli hits it wide. 15-0. So I'm just watching. I was just making sure that was Quinn. So Quinn and Shelton are sitting on the bikes next to each other, just shooting the shit. American tennis, man. On the men's side, there's no like Alcaraz yet, but there's a group. There is such a group of players. This young group of guys, all coming through together. They might not be just one of the best. There's a lot of them, right? It's a pack of American men coming through. None of them are like, none of them are, there's no Sinner or Alcaraz guy yet. But there's like a lot of dangerous players. They might not be able to beat Sinner and Alcaraz back to back, but they can beat, they can push other players. They can knock out some of the Europeans, right? Like, it's really fun to see how there's like just so many. There's just a lot of Americans, right? Doing well. It's not the same one. Like Quinn hasn't, we haven't spoken about Quinn, beating other players, but today he beats Hubie and we're like, okay. And then tomorrow it might be somebody else, right? Somebody else might beat another player and we're like, oh, that guy. It's really good. It's good. That's good for tennis. It's good that, the Americans are now getting not just one person to support, but there's a hell of a lot of people that they can follow on the men's side as well. Women's side's always been strong, but on the men's side, Quinn's another one to put into the mix as Maestrilli hits a winner, and it's 30-40. 30-40. You just need one of those Americans to win a slam, and then there might just be this crazy resurgence on the men's side where, oh wait, that guy can do it, I can do that too then. And then all of a sudden, like, you have like a bunch of Americans getting to the finals of slams all the time. Like we do on the women's side, where it's like every time there's a Grand Slam, there's a final, like one of the finals is American. Like it's been like that for years. Yeah, I'm not familiar with Quinn's game, Anastasia. Like I've heard of him, but I haven't. Like same with Spizzirri, right? I heard of them, but I didn't know if they were going to be a threat or anything to the big guys. Is it a backhand rally? Now down the line from Djokovic. Djokovic looking for that double break. As we get a forehand down the line from Maestrilli. Goes to the backhand Djokovic. Backhand to backhand as Maestrilli hits a forehand cross court. Djokovic hits it back. Maestrilli goes down the line. Djokovic backhand cross. Maestrilli gets on the stretch and hits it in the net. Djokovic advantage for a double break in the third. Respectfully, Cam, as an American tennis player, the American junior system is really bad. Is it? Okay. How so? They all trained together in Boca with Paul and Kovacevic. They had a great setup. Oh, that's interesting. That's cool, though. As it a fine out from Djokovic. That's a winner down the line. No, it's not. He missed it. He overhit it. Back to deuce. Her catch was absolutely horrific. He must have been injured. Well, how could you say that he's horrific if you didn't watch him? He must have been injured. I didn't watch him, but he was horrific. You just looked at the score. Maybe he got outplayed. Maybe he got beaten by a better person. Maybe he didn't take his chances. Come on, don't just read the score and go, well, he lost, so he must have been bad. Come on. That's amateur hour. Come on, you can do better. Just watch the highlights at the very least. And then you might go, oh, wait, actually, Quinn was really good. All right. Advantage. Maestrilli. To take this game. Oh, you did watch the match. Oh, okay. Was he injured? You watched it. You tell me. You got to tell us if he was injured. You watched it. Drop shot Djokovic. Maestrilli with a pass, but Nole's there with an easy volley. And he puts it away, and we're back to deuce. You watched the whole thing, and he moved badly. Okay. All right, deuce. Yeah, Quinn versus Menchik. I'll tell you, Quinn's had beaten Griekspoor and Hurkacz back-to-back. He can beat Menchik if that's his warm-up for Menchik. All right, deuce. As with a forehand to the backhand of Djokovic. Forehand Maestrilli. Into the forehand of Djokovic is Maestrilli forehand down the line of the backhand of Djokovic. Maestrilli gets on the stretch, but it's in the net. Advantage Djokovic. Did Badosa say anything after her match? I don't know. Advantage Djokovic. Advantage Djokovic to get the double break in the third. As Maestrilli serves a fault. Second serve. As that goes out by Djokovic on the return, and we get to deuce. So, Cam, I think why I think the American junior circuit is bad system is because your parents control all your logistics towards other sports. Your coach controls it. I mean, that sounds like what we have in Australia, though, but in a way, but it's more of a choices than it is like a bad system. It's just that people are choosing other sports. Like, we have that issue too, that there's like so much choice, right? We can play so many different sports as kids. You know, we've got so many options in Australia. Our problem in Australia with the juniors system more is trying to, people want to hang out with their friends. So how do you entice someone to play tennis, an individual sport, when you could be playing a team sport with your friends, like basketball, which feels like more fun, less pressure too, right? Because you don't have to, it's not all on you, right? That's what. But that, I mean, that kind of. If you're saying that parents control the logistics of other sports, well, that again, are you talking about like what sports they play, or? All right, advantage Djokovic. Whereas in Europe, as we're double fault, it's 4-1. I mean, in Europe, it's like football is the number one sport, right? Maybe basketball in a couple of countries. And then maybe tennis, right? Like, there's like, I don't know if there's, I mean, there's a lot of niche sports, like maybe like, you know, snow sports, right? Like skiing and whatever. But yeah, maybe in Europe it's just like, well, if it's either football or tennis is, I don't know. What's the second biggest sport in Europe? I don't know. Maybe it's basketball. Americans tend to lean to football or baseball more. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we have that here where it's like you can play cricket, you can play soccer, you can play basketball, you can play footy, you can play, you know, you could do so many different sports, right? And then it's like, well, no, play tennis by yourself. What? I'm not sure how to explain it. Okay. Yeah, it's hard to, I mean, it's probably hard for me to understand because I'm not in the, I don't know what the American system's like. All right, Djokovic with a double break, 4-1. We got Swiatek coming up in about an hour and 10 minutes. Unless this doubles match goes for 4 hours, which, God, I hope it doesn't. Van der Zandschulp's in a double break. Oh, yeah, we have rugby as well. Yeah, add that to the mix. Oh, yeah, Van der Zandschulp's up a set and a double break. So, Van der Zandschulp, Djokovic, third round, potentially. Who did I say my upset players today were? Who did I say? I know I said Ostapenko. Oh, Casper Ruud. Okay. Ruud and Penko. I used to play baseball when I was younger, but I quit because my coach would play me in the wrong spots and cheated me out of a lot. Okay. I mean, another thing that tennis has as well is that it's because it's international. Like baseball, I mean, in America, right? Baseball, basketball, you know, those sports. I mean, American football, right? If you want to be good at those, you don't have to move countries for the most part. Whereas if you want to be good at tennis, you can't. You can base yourself in America because college, right? And I mean, could you make a living only playing in America? Probably not. But also, like, the ambitions of being a tennis player is not to just play in America. Like, you want to play in Wimbledon, right? You want to go overseas. You want to play Australian Open, right? You know. So that's another thing, right? The travel of it all. 15:30. Yep, but Osa lost. All right, Djokovic trying to end this. 15:30. Maestrilli trying to keep it interesting. So we're going to serve. Double fault. 15:40. What? I'm Brazil and I want to bet on tennis. Who will win? You've come to the wrong place. 15:40. I quit baseball in high school because the season overlapped with tennis. I made the right choice. Hey, fair enough. Yeah, that's why I don't play college tennis. I'm saving to go on tour in Europe. There you go. All right, 15:40. As that goes out in the return from Maestrilli. And it's 30-40. Watch out. 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 30-40. Hands with a fault. Second serve. Botic's got 4-love now. All right. 30-40. Djokovic serves in the backhand of Maestrilli. Djokovic. Oh, terrible volley. Ew. 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 What was that? Gross. That was the worst volley I've seen all day. Ew. 4-2. Shocking. That was a gross volley. It was too easy, and he completely stuffed it up. All right, he's still got a break, though, so 4-2. I mean, if you're going to hit the worst volley of the day, then you might as well do it when you're at 4-1 and 2 sets of love. All right, 4-2. As with a slice down to the forehand of Maestrilli. Djokovic with a slice. Into the forehand of Maestrilli. As Djokovic with the forehand again. Into the forehand of Maestrilli. As Djokovic goes in the middle. Maestrilli with the backhand. Into the backhand of Djokovic. Maestrilli backhand. The backhand again of Djokovic. As Djokovic forehand to the slice of Maestrilli. Goes short. Djokovic backhand inside out winner. Beautiful pickup. All right. Love 15. Love 15. All right. Love 15. Not exactly an easy volley. Yeah, but it was also not that hard. Like, it was an easy volley for him, for sure. Like, that was not a hard volley at all. That was a terrible miss. The whole court was open. He just hit it. He just tried to hit the most ridiculous drop volley. It didn't need to be that close to the net either. Like, he just could have hit it over the net and it would have been a winner. But he went for like the crazy drop shot. No, it's not easy for me. Okay, fair enough. I mean, look, I probably miss it too, but I'm also not the greatest tennis player of all time. Love 30. Oh, Wawrinka's about to start as well. Backhand slice. Into the forehand of Maestrilli, but he hits it wide. Love 40. Cricket in the UK? Do you play cricket in the UK? Interesting. You play cricket? Crazy. You sure? Is it like new? Is it a new sport or something? Over there? I think it's a new sport. It must be new. You're just learning how to play? Okay, that was harsh. That was harsh. All right, take that. I'm not sorry, but also. that was harsh though. Love 40. It's all right. You'll get him next time. As that goes out by Maestrilli. And it's 5-2. Djokovic is going to serve the match. That was mean. Hey, look, you won Melbourne, I guess. You won Melbourne. You won that one. I was joking. That was a cricket joke about the Ashes. Novak is a rat. What is he? What year was he born? Is he born in the year of the rat? Is that what you... He was born in 87. No, he's a rabbit. According to the Chinese calendar, he's a rabbit. 1987 is a rabbit. So, no, not... If he was born in... Let me check what the... If he was born in 84, he would have been a rat. So he was 3 years too late. He's a rabbit, according to the calendar. Hey, give me that. Give me that. All right, 5-2. All right, 5-2. Djokovic going to serve the match. What's a rat and a rabbit? They're animals. 5-2. As Djokovic serves for the match. It's been pretty straightforward. What animal are you? I have no idea. I like to think of myself as a unicorn. Maestrilli hits it out. 15 love. As the return goes into the volley of Djokovic. Maestrilli with a pass for Djokovic with a lob. Maestrilli with a smash. Djokovic volleys it. Maestrilli with a pass, lob again. And a Djokovic jumping volley winner. Great shot. Great rally. And it's 30 love. 30 love. 2 points away. As the return goes out by Maestrilli. All right, 40 love. As Djokovic holds and wins the set and the match. All right, 6-2 in the third. It was 3-2-2. Straightforward, couple hours. And he gets it done as Maestrilli Maestrilli is having I do love it when Djokovic's opposition are almost like, thanks for letting me play against you today. You know, like I mean, it's nice when you see, you know, obviously you don't want to, you know, you're not going to compliment him too much and be like, but then you never know. That could be the only time that these guys play, knowing that Djokovic is only getting older. So like, it's, you know, an honor to play Djokovic, an honor to play Nadal, was an honor to play Federer, right? Maybe not in the heights of their powers when, you know, everybody was getting their ass kicked, but, you know, Maestrilli might never get a chance to play Djokovic again. So that's, you know, it is nice to see those younger guys go, that was actually really special, you know, because it might not happen again. So it is cool to see that, you know, I wouldn't say he was happy to lose, but to see that he was like, you know, it was almost like, you know, thanks for the match, you know. Rod Laver Arena playing against Djokovic. I mean, that's like a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Some people don't get that opportunity, so it's cool to see. But Maestrilli had some shots. He had a good serve. Maybe we'll see more of him. He came through the qualies, so good little run. Might be top 100 by the end of this tournament. I'm not sure. Let me check. Is he top 100 after this week? Oh, Mia. He's 111. Career high ranking, but 111 in the world. So he's getting close to that top 100. Like, Italy need more players. But they might have another player. So there you go. Just give a bye to Alcaraz and Nole to the semis. I mean, there are some players around. It's not that easy. There are definitely some players around. What are you eating? But yeah. So we've got an hour until Swiatek comes on. So I'm going to send you over there. And it looks like that match is going to start in an hour, so that's good. And in the meantime, I'm going to go grab something to eat to sort that, to be ready for the night session as well, because we've got that match, Swiatek, then we've got Sinner, and then we got possibly we can watch Raducanu. There's some other things going on, so. Classic match stream to fill the gap? Yeah, go for it. Watch a classic match. In the meantime, you got an hour. I don't know how long. They're like 4 hours long, so I don't know. You can try. But good win by Nole. Didn't have to really break too much of a sweat. 3-2-2 gets it done, and he is into the third round. He'll take on, at this stage, Van der Zandschulp, who is an awkward customer, so that could be fun in a couple of days. But I'll see you in about an hour. We've got Swiatek coming up next.